the meaning behind traditional clothing from different cultures. Our guests come from various ethnic communities, each carrying a unique story of the clothes they wear. So let's by getting to know everyone. Let's start with by a brief introduction. I am Asnini from representing the Kadam people from South Sulawesi, who culture always wears black dress. Okay guys, please introduce yourself and tell us about the traditional dress of your culture that you're wearing now. The first one is Prisal. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Prisal. So guys, colors in Malay clothing have their own meaning. Like on the songkok, show respect, and then yellow or gold on the sarung means honor. Maroon or dark red show courage and warmth. This color show the unique style of Malay.
Okay, good Prisal. And then the next one is Nanda. Please introduce yourself and your culture.
Okay, I'm from South Africa. So today I'm wearing one of the traditional Indonesian culture looks from it's called Baju Bodo one from Bugis Makassar culture in South Sulawesi, and then it's characterized by its U shape, and then today I'm wearing the colors of that I'm wearing is red. So in Bugis Makassar, red it means courage and then maturity, and back then this color were worn for marriage women or women aged 17 to 21, and then it worn for weddings or formal events.
Okay, good Nanda. It's really nice dress. And then the next one is Vidi. Please introduce yourself and your culture.
I'm Vidya Azizah from Arab or Middle Eastern culture. Today I'm wearing an abaya. The abaya is a long, loose, rope-like outer garment traditionally worn by Muslim women, especially Arab countries, for modesty. It covers the entire body except for the vest, hands, and feet. While the abaya is traditionally plain black, global fashion has changed. It's common to find abayas in a variety of colors, modern cuts, and beaded or embroidered embellishment. However, its primary function remains the same, maintaining modesty and privacy in public space. Sometimes the abaya is paired with a hijab or head scarf to cover the head and neck, and a niqab or face covering veil, depending on the region.
Good, Vidi. And then the next one is Naura. Please introduce yourself and your culture.
I'm Nora Nijasara from Palembang. This is the Ayasan flag of Palembang. A short black brocade kebaya covered in hand color, gold sequins, paired with authentic Palembang necklace of the woven with real gold thread and a matching sometimes shoulder cloth. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Naura. And then the last one is Reiki. Please introduce yourself and your culture.
Hello everyone, my name is Regi and I am representing Bali. This is a Payas Agung attire, original from Bali. A white long sleeve shirt paired with a black garment and complete with a white uden. Here, this is uden.
Okay, good. Very nice, guys. Amazing. Okay, the next question is: can you explain the origin of the dress traditional that you're wearing now, guys? Okay, we can go back to Aprisal. Aprisal, please, your turn.
Okay, thank you. So the traditional Malay culture sarung or something, and like songkok is one. This attire is used in traditional and formal events to show Malay identity. That's all I mean.
Okay, thank you, Aprisal. And then the next is Nanda. Nanda, you can go next.
Okay, so back then I'm wearing baju bodo or baju toko. It's the oldest traditional clothing of the Bugis Makassar tribe in South Sulawesi, existing since the 19th century. And then the name baju bodo comes from the Bugis Makassar language. It means the short. This is because it has loose and rectangular sleeve back then, shaped with short sleeves. In the past, it was worn without an undergarment and was wearing with a sarung covering down. And then, however, over time with the introduction of Islam in South Sulawesi, modern types of baju bodo appeared, like that I'm wearing now. It has to preserve the culture. And then a woman who wears baju bodo cannot choose colors carelessly back then, as certain colors traditionally symbolize the wearer age and social status, and then the dignity.
Okay, thank you, Nanda. It's very encouraging. And then the next one is Widi. Please, your turn.
The origins of the abaya can be traced back to the ancient civilization of Mesopotamia, some 4,000 years ago. But contemporary historians note that it was introduced to Saudi Arabia about 80 years ago by travelers from Iraq and Iran. With the arrival of Islam in the 7th century, the concept of modesty in dress became more prominent, and the abaya emerged as a garment that reflected Islamic teachings on modesty. Culturally and religiously, the abaya serves as a sign of modesty and respect, allowing women to express their identity within the confines of their faith. The abaya is also a strong symbol of cultural identity in the Arabian. That's all for me.
Thank you, Widi. And then the next one is Naura. Please, you can go next.
So back in the era of Palembang, there are only the Sultan, the Queen, and Prince Princess. We are allowed to wear this black ayasan during the most sacred night ceremonies. And the black color that was never worn it symbolizes the high will that those needs to show off one piece of the black lepus. Some can cost dozens of times more than the other red one. After the Sultan filled his octave almost disappeared for 150 years, since was policy revived in the 198 years and 190 years by Palembang aristocratic families, and is now the most luxurious chose for Palembang traditional wedding. Thank you.
Okay, good, Naura. And then the last again, Regi, please, your turn.
Okay, the traditional Banyumas attire is deeply rooted in the philosophy of Hindu Dharma, where every piece of clothing, such as the udeng, shirt, kamen, symbolize the concept of purity and self-control, or triangga. This attire evolved from the royal era, where luxury such as Prada decorated fabrics differentiate the castes Payas Agung. Yet its primary function remained the same, to ensure modesty and purity of the heart during ceremonies. This clothing is a visual manifestation of the Balinese people spiritual ethics.
Okay, thank you guys, you are very amazing. And then from me, from Kajang, the Kajang people traditional black clothing comes from their belief in living simply, humbly, and equally. The black color also reflects their spiritual principle or avoiding luxury and pride, serving as a reminder to stay humble, honest, and connect to nature and conservation, guys. Thank you so much. See you in the next session. Thank you.